Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today is part 4 of this timetable review. Please watch part 1, part 2 and part 3 of this bus timetable review. Part 1 and 2 show you the old timetable with the old 5, 6, 8 and 9 and 11 timetable before the changeover. So in today's video, we are looking at the new timetable for the North, getting the buses back into the city centre on the 5, 6, 8, 9 and 10 route. 11 route, not 10. So your first bus off the morning on the new timetable is 16:13 at Ed Welling Lane. And get to Victoria Centre for 06:38. And then the next bus after that is 16:51. So roughly about half-hour future-ish. Till about 10 to about 9 minutes to 10. The first 5A from Edward Welling Lane at 9:09:51 to 10:19. So then and then your last 5A off a Monday or Friday or a Saturday is 14:51 and get back into city centre for 15:59. Then the Monday 5 will run and then it will reduce to every hour at 3 at Edwardland Lane, Welly Lane, at 3 at 23, get back to Victoria Centre, 49. Then it's run every hour from 1:19 to the last bus at 3:19, get back to Victoria Centre for 43:43. On a Sunday on the Monday 5 is your first bus is at 08:52 and that's run every hour on a 5A. Then your last 5A is at 16:52 and get back in the Victoria Centre for 17:19. Then it's run at the Monday 5 from 17:53 up to the last bus at 22:54. And then after the last 22:54 is the last bus getting back into city centre at Victoria at 23:18. The next timetable with the 6. So the first bus on the 6 at Gambler Morrison's at 05:02. And then get to Victoria Centre 05:26. Then it's 1.5 hour future. And then start building up to the 15 minutes future at a quarter to 7 in the morning and at 07:11. Then it's also remained of future A15 and then start going to every half hour. Doing like every half hour so it's dropped to every 20 minutes. So to 17:10 to 18:30, the buses run to every 20 minutes. Then on the 1902 at 9:02 at the city at 1902 at Jambons Morrison's, get into the Victoria Centre for 1926. That will run every half hour till the last bus at 3:34 at Jambon Morrison's, and the last bus get into city centre 3:58. The next bus timetable we're doing is the Sunday. Yeah, Sunday. There's no point doing Saturday. So, number 6 on Sunday is the first bus is at 8:03 at Jammon's Morrison's on the number 6. Then the next bus after that, it's 18:29. Then it would every hour till 1932 to 09:59 back into Victoria Centre, which then it won every 30 minutes till 20:04 is your last half hour feature, and from Jamman Morrison's at 20:04 and get back in the Victoria Centre for 8. Then it won every hour till 22:34, and the last bus is 22:58. The next bus timetable is the 8 and the 9. So now we're on 8 and the 9 timetable. The first 8 of the morning is at 16:17 at Badgery Road, Sealy Road. Get back in Victoria Centre for 16:04. Then and that's every 30 minute ish till 48 is your first number 9, and then that's get into Victoria Centre for 9:04. Then it runs every 30 minutes, and then it will remain over 30 minutes till the last number 9 of the night from Acre Sops at 19:34. Get back into city centre for 3:09. Then the number 8 will run like, I'm going to say about every hour ish. So that 3:08 from Sealy Road, get back into Victoria Centre 3:39. Then the hour victory will start, and then the last number 9B on Monday to Saturday is 3:38, and then back to Victoria Bankment for 3:54. Then your first bus on a Saturday on the number 8 is 07:53, and get back into Victoria Centre for 08:24. Then at 19:20 to 19:54, that's your first number 9 of the morning. Then it will run like that, and it's like, and then just follow the same timetable as Monday to Friday timetable, the last bit. The next one is a Sunday. So on a Sunday, hold on a minute. So on a Sunday, the first Monday 9 of the morning is at 09:08 at Sealy Road on the Mumber 8, going to the Victoria Centre for 09:39. Then the first Monday 9 at 09:34 at drive into City Victoria Centre for 10:09. Then it runs, Monday 8 will run an hour, and the Monday 9 will run an hour. So one it go clockwise, the other one go anti-clockwise. Then the last Monday 9, hold on a minute. The last Monday 9, it's 1934 at Combaker Shops. Then the next one is at 20, get back in Victoria Centre for 20:08. Then the Monday 8 will run every hour from Sealy Road, and the last Monday 8 is at 21:11. Get back to Victoria Centre for 23:38. And then at 23:03 or 9B, going to Victoria Bankman at 23:19. That's roughly about what? Almost 20 minutes. The next bus is our last bus off reviewing is the Monday 11. The bus go to the Century Gates for the last time today. So now we're on the Monday 11. So the first bus on the Monday 11 at Lady Bay Aqua Terminus is at 6:07. And it's back to go to the city centre for 06:27. Then at Copper Sit-ups on Church Street at... Sorry, I'm trying to hold the bone cell here. 06 and about 6:06 at Church Street at Copper Sit-up, and get back in the city centre for 06:57. And then your first 10C will start at the National Water Sports Centre at 10:07 and get back into city centre for 10:32. Now this is running 30 minutes during the day. So at 17:07, that is the last 7C. And get back to the city centre for 17:32. Then the last... And then your last Monday 11 from Copper Sister on Church Street at 19:06. And get back into city centre for 19:58. Then the Monday 11 will do Lady Bay to Upper Lane Terminus like every 45 minutes to an hour. Yeah, I'm going to say every 45 minutes. So 20:39. Yeah, for every 45 minutes. And then the last bus is at 23:39. Get back to the city centre Victoria at 23:58. The next one is a Sunday. So this is the last remaining timetable, the Sunday timetable, and the Bank Holiday Mondays. So at 08:38 at Lady Bay Aqua Lane Terminus. At 08:38 at Lady Bay at Bolton Lane Terminus. Get back in Victoria Centre for 0:58. Then your first 11C is at 9:34. Then back in Victoria Centre for 09:59. Then that will run every half hour till 18:34. Till 18:54. And then back till 18:04 on the 11C, which will be the last 11C. And it back in Victoria Centre for 18:29. Then the number 11 starts at 18:54 and it to City Centre for 19:13. Then it's Dover 43 till 23:39 and then back to Victoria Centre for 22:58. I want to say thank you everyone for watching today's video. Please do big favour, please press the like and the subscribe button for more bus timetable review. The next bus timetable review we are doing is the 15, the 16 and the 17 timetable on the Brown Line. Please make sure you watch these videos, because the last thing I don't want to do is reduce the video amount to every 3 months. So please make sure you watch them, please. Thank you.